Hi, 3 and 4-year-old leaders. We're preparing for June 21st in our series called Follow the Leader. If you will notice on your small group leader guide, we have the wrong dates on there. That's because we were planning on doing all of this right after Easter. So we're going to postpone it a little bit and continue to work our way through the life of Jesus. Last week you got to talk about Christmas. And how fun is that in the middle of June to talk about Christmas and then what it means for us to be able to celebrate Jesus's birth every day of the year, not just at Christmas. Today we're going to continue watching Jesus grow up. And in the lesson we learned today, Jesus's mom and dad, Mary and Joseph, take him to the temple to be dedicated. This is a Jewish tradition that babies are taken to the temple. It's also a time where they usually are sacrificed when they are circumcised, when not sacrificed, that's coming later. Circumcised. And so it was a tradition to take particularly little boys, to the temple to be dedicated to the Lord. And what happened, which was so different than any other kid being taken to the temple to be dedicated, was there were two people waiting to see Jesus. Not baby Jesus, but the Savior Jesus. And in our series, what we've been looking at is Jesus is fully God and fully man. And so him going to the temple and doing things that little baby boys do, that was showing us how he's fully human. But the part we're going to see where he is fully God is Simeon's response and Anna's response to seeing Jesus in the temple. And in fact, Simeon says when he sees Jesus, "My eyes have seen your salvation." In other words, he knew that this little baby was the promised Savior coming to rescue all of us from our sins. So amazing story to be able to point kids and show them, yes, he was a baby boy, and they were doing all the things they do with baby boys, but he was also very much God, and people around knew that he was God. So as you get into your small group time today, you guys have been playing freeze dance, and I loved watching our 4-year-olds play this dance party freeze dance last week. It was so much fun. Thank you, small group leaders, for finding ways to bring joy to kiddos' faces and to find ways to help them engage with you. Even when times are looking a little weird in our world right now, this is bringing hope to kids by having us do things that we would typically do with them. You will notice in your small group environments that there are no toys right now. That is our way of trying to help manage touch points and help keep everybody safe. So what we've given you is a list of other things you can do during your time to fill your time. You have coloring pages, and you'll have coloring pages every week. You also have individual crayon packets that each kid can take home their own crayons, and then they aren't reused. As many times as we can help keep things sanitary without a lot of people touching a lot of things at a time, we are doing that and taking every precaution we can to keep everybody safe so that we can continue to gather and worship together. Then you will get into your small group lesson, and as your small group lesson today, you're going to make some paper streamers. Let me see if I have one made already. I did have, but it might not be made anymore. Anyway, what you're going to do is take your popsicle stick and one of the streamers already cut for you, and give kids a piece of tape to tape their streamer to their popsicle stick. And this one, because I don't have any tape on me right now, I'm just going to wrap around a couple times. And then you can take one of the stickers here that says "We worship Jesus because he is God," and stick that on your popsicle stick as a way to remember why we're doing this. And then you can start your dance party again, and the kids can use their streamers to worship God. What Simeon and Anna were doing in the temple was worshiping God. Even though it was a little bitty baby, they were taking those moments to say, God, you mean so much to me, and I see you. I see you right here. And we don't have to be in church to do this. Kids can be anywhere, and if we can learn to celebrate by dancing and having fun dance parties, and in all of that acknowledge that God is there with us, then we are worshiping God with our lives as well. Then your memory verse you have is from John 1, verses 1 and 2. The verse is, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. So there's something that I want you to know, if you didn't already know this. Every time almost every time the word is used in here, it is referring to Jesus. Did you know that? Did you know that God, Jesus, is the same thing? That God, Jesus, came as a man to be fully man and fully God at the same time to rescue us. He was without sin. In a few weeks, we're going to talk about when he was tempted and that he still chose not to sin, and that he had every opportunity to be fully human, but every opportunity that he had to be fully human, he was God instead. And we can't do that. We don't have that ability. But what we can do is, with the best of our ability, we can continue to learn God's word and to follow what he directs for us in sharing the gospel with all of our friends and neighbors, and to try to build our lives so that everything we do is an act of worship for God. So I'm sorry, I'm preaching, but I just want you guys to see how this big picture goes together. So as you learn your signs to go with this, you're going to make a circle like this for in the beginning, and then you're going to bring your hands to here to open a book, was the Word, and the Word, this time we're going to use Jesus, Word was with God, and the Word was God. He, Jesus, was with God in the beginning. So you just have a circle, a book, Jesus, God, and then you're going to draw your circle again. Thank you so much for leading. Pray with your kiddos. Use the tools we've given you in your group time to find ways to stretch your time being together. We also have some books that you can sit and read. You have a movie you can sit and watch together. Just enjoy being together and making sure that kids know that they are loved, and they're loved by you and by a great big God. I'll see you guys soon.